The 10th and final principle I'll focus on, the role of government and subsidiarity. The social doctrine of our church teaches that the state has a positive moral function. It is an instrument to promote human dignity, to protect human rights, and build a common good. Its purpose is to assist citizens in fulfilling their responsibility to others in society. Since in a large and complex society, these responsibilities cannot adequately be carried out on a one-to-one basis, citizens need the help of government in fulfilling these responsibilities and promoting the common good. In 2013, Pope Francis stated in his apostolic exhortation, Evangelii Gaudium, in the joy of the gospel, it is the responsibility of the state to safeguard and promote the common good, based on the principles of subsidiarity and solidarity, and fully committed to political dialogue and consensus building. It plays a fundamental role, one which cannot be delegated, in working for the integral development of all. This role at present calls for profound social humility. According to the principle of subsidiarity, the functions of government should be performed at the lowest possible level, as long as they can be performed adequately. When they cannot, then higher levels of government should intervene to provide help. And that's from the US Bishop's document, Forming Consciences for Faithful Citizenship. This way, we promote the dignity of all persons and support the social justice principle of participation, which teaches that all people have a right to participate in economic, political, and cultural life of society. It is a fundamental demand of justice and a requirement for human dignity that all people be assured a minimum level of participation in the community. Conversely, it is wrong for a person or a group to be excluded unfairly or to be unable to participate in society. Pope Francis referred to this principle in his 2015 encyclical Laudato Si. Let us keep in mind, he said, the principle of subsidiarity, which grants freedom to develop the capabilities present at every level of society, while also demanding a greater sense of responsibility for the common good for those who wield greater power. In 1995, St. John Paul II stated, the value of democracy stands or falls with the truths and values which it embodies and promotes. And sadly, we live in a time of moral relativism. So we need to remember that quote. What are the values that define us as a people? What is the role of the government in ensuring that core values are reflected in its policies, procedures, and practices so that all may benefit from the resources that God our Father has made available to us? In his 2019 Easter message, Pope Francis prayed that the risen Lord may move all those with political responsibilities to work to end social injustices, abuses, and acts of violence, and take the concrete steps needed to heal divisions and offer the population the help they need. Even, he said, even if they believe certain politicians to be wicked, Christians should pray that they can govern well, that they can love their people, that they can serve their people, that they can be humble, he said. At the same time, the Pope reflected on the role of those who hold political power, stressing the need for humility and love, reflecting on the gospel of the centurion, who humbly and confidently asked for the healing of his servant. The Holy Father explained that a leader who does not love cannot govern. At best, they can discipline, they can give a little bit of order, but they cannot govern. In addition, he emphasized, you cannot govern without loving the people and without humility. Every man and every woman who has to take up the service of government must ask themselves two questions. Do I love my people in order to serve them better? Am I humble and do I listen to everybody, to diverse opinions in order to choose the best path? If you don't ask these questions, your governance will not be good. The man or woman who governs, who loves his people, is a humble man or woman. In conclusion, Let us remember that prayers are essential to social justice work. Indeed, our social ministry must be anchored in prayer, where we uncover the depths of God's call to seek justice and pursue peace. Prayer helps believers to apply their faith to everyday situations. During this Jubilee year, let us commit to develop our awareness of the Church's social doctrine and be exemplars by ensuring that the various principles inform our actions and our daily lives. People are more likely to embrace these principles if they see that they've been truly guided, that they're guiding our lives each day. I end with the words of Father Stephen Alexander, the General Manager of CCSJ, the Catholic Commission for Social Justice. The 2025 Jubilee is not just a time for personal renewal, he said, but a communal call to action. It is an invitation for Catholics to be at the forefront of promoting social justice, advocating for the marginalized, and working towards a more just and compassionate society. The Jubilee year of 2025 offers us a unique opportunity to live out the gospel in concrete ways by actively engaging in works of mercy and justice, he says. As we become pilgrims of hope, let us embrace the call to social justice, recognizing that our faith demands action in the face of injustice. May this 2025 Jubilee inspire us to be agents of mercy and justice, reflecting the love of Christ in a world in desperate need of healing and hope. End of quote by Father Stephen.